Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game 2 of the day for ABL Worlds as Lakeside Gaming look on to take Grim Legion eSports in Group A of the tournament. Over on Lakeside Gaming, we've got Drutigan in the top lane, Driggs in the jungle, Young Rose mid lane, Frodo Baguettes, personal favourite of mine and our producer Nick in the ADC role, and Boom Hunter in support, who I believe has transferred over from Recon 5. Swift, do you want to take us through the side of Grim Legion?
Grim Legion, yes, we do have Harry Callan in the top lane, we have Xsimo in the jungle, Insanefully in the mid lane, X Overlord as ADC, and Beg for Mercy as support for the side of Grim Legion. So, seems pretty even now so far. I'm excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, and game 1 we saw an absolutely nutty game. If you guys didn't see that, I kind of want to tell you to go back and watch it, but watch this game, watch the next game, and then go back and watch it, because honestly, it was absolutely incredible. Like, over 1,000 AP Vega, that kind of nuttiness. But we are in picks and bans, and on the blue side, Lakeside Gaming will ban away the Jax to kick us off.
Jax, I'd say, is pretty strong as far as split push. If you all know about split push, it can be definitely effective when it comes to ending a game. I won't spoil how the last one ended, but definitely want to take split pushing into account. Speaking of which, Casio, Renekton, and Rumble banned out, and Rumble, if you've been keeping up with Worlds, Rumble Kiana, disgusting. I don't like it.
So Kiana is very, very horrible. We'll see if that ban does come through. As we've got the Needly ban as well. The Renekton we did see getting played last game. The final ban of first phase will be that Lee Sin. Again, another champion that we did see in the previous game, as Ashe locked in for Frodo Baguettes.
Ashe is a really good ADC. I'd say if you're not going to pick up Kai'Sa or Xayah, Ashe is a pretty good pick, especially considering how well she does into both Kai'Sa and Xayah. And Jinx in response, I'd say it's a pretty solid pick in consideration that Jinx is going to outdamage Ashe the later the game goes, no matter what, especially when you get to those late game items. Just having that extra range on her rockets, on that rapid fire auto attack, you definitely want that into Ashe, because the whole point of Ashe is that you have such an immense auto attack range advantage over the other AD carries, and that volley, it's disgusting early game.
And the slow makes it even worse. And pair up with that early game Ashe, we've got a nice early game Rek'Sai for Driggs in the jungle. The Braum also just for a little bit of defense on the Jinx. I'm very interested to see what the side of Lakeside Gaming will pair up with Frodo Baguettes in the bot lane, and it's looking, and it will be locked in, the Morgana.
Yeah, Ashe Morgana is a pretty annoying lane to say the least. I mean, as we said, the volley, you have that damage coming out. Hopefully, Jinx is going to be able to dodge in and out of the minion waves to get out of the way of that, as well as Braum. But now you don't particularly have that kill potential that you could have had with Jinx Braum in this lane. With the Morgana picked up now, having that black shield makes the stun a lot harder to secure from Braum. Even the chompers coming out from Jinx aren't going to be as guaranteed if you can put them in a certain angle. So I'd say it should be an easy laning phase for Ashe Morgan.
The Azir ban comes through. The final pick was that Olaf. Again, a fairly early game jungler, but scales much better than the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Rek'Sai is definitely going to be looking for more of an early game dominant jungle path or jungle clear. You're going to try to get these lanes snowballing, or at least him snowballing, so that he can shut down this Jinx, and with the potential mid and top lane picks coming in to the rest of this draft. And Olaf, I say, is a pretty solid pick here. You definitely want someone who can run down the enemy team, especially with a comp like this. Ashe, Morgana, both of these guys have insane amounts of CC, or at least very impactful CC in their kits. So if you can just negate that for yourself and run down someone like Ashe and Morgana who don't have much mobility other than the CC that they already have, I think it's just a pretty solid pick overall.
Kassadin is the final ban, and with both mid and top lanes left to pick, We'll have to see what comes through. We saw a TF ban in game 1, and the Twisted Fate is still open. Of course, you've got the likes of the Aatrox as well for the top lane. You might see that as well.
Have some Aatroxes, have some Akali, Victor, as I would say, mentioned before the first game, Victor is a pretty solid pick that you could definitely look towards. He got a lot of buffs to his abilities, especially the slow, coming in on the upgrades for his augment, especially giving him a free Ryalize on his abilities, so it frees up an item slot there and makes it a lot easier, more beneficial for Victor to go for that full AP build as opposed to the previous Iceborne Gauntlet build that we saw him use months ago.
The Gnar's going to get picked up for Droot again, and the Zoe to come through as well. That's a lot of poke from the side of Lakeside Gaming.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of pick potential coming out from Lakeside. I mean, you have the Ash Arrow, you have Morgbind, and then you have Sleepy Trouble Bubble coming out from Zoe as well. Definitely this team wants to keep their distance and pick their fights with caution, at least maybe around choke points with Zoe E, kind of zone off the rest of the team. And speaking of zoning, you got Kiana.
So it's Olaf, sorry, not Olaf, is Victor top. Will we be seeing a Kleptomancy Victor then?
I would assume, I don't think it would be that bad of an option into an R. I mean, it's ranged versus ranged. You're going to be trading into each other anyway, especially with Nar's Q. He's definitely going to want to get his hyper off. So, wouldn't be opposed to it. Maybe even Phase Rush wouldn't be a bad idea. Just having all that movement speed to dodge in and out of these skill shots that you more than likely want to dodge coming out from this Zoe and this Ash in the Morg. So, definitely some keystones to work with here. And the Kiana picked up last. Now, Kiana, I don't know what it is, but at least to me, I can never anticipate how big the hitbox is on her ultimate when it collides into the wall. I always assume it's like, oh, this person's fine, right? And this is like, no, it takes up like half of the space of the lane when this ulti collides with the wall. And it's just like, wait, that's stun from there? Like,
I was playing an ARAM game against the Kiana. Essentially, the ult on an ARAM map goes around the entire map, pretty much. I think there's a crack on one part of the wall where it stops, but it goes over the entire map, and it's just
it's ridiculous. And it's like the damage on its own is immense, but the stun just provides so much setup. This team has quite a bit of setup, or at least quite a bit of benefit off of this ulti. I mean, you have Braum ulti can set up really well with that. Victory is just asking for someone to line up in a line like that. So definitely a lot of benefit coming out from this ulti. And surprised that they did in fact ban out the Victor. They didn't have first pick coming to this, so they probably wanted to get rid of it just in case. But that Rumble Kiana combo, always something to look out for, because if you give Rumble a free spot to ulti, a lot of fights are just gone for free at that point. Other than that, onto the actual draft. Got Victor and
I'm excited to see if it is a phase rush Victor, because ever since Nuggery started pulling out the Ancient Coin, I've just been thinking any champion that goes phase rush, just take Ancient Coin, it'll work out. But we'll see whether Harry Cow wants to pull that out. Ladies and gents, we're going to be heading into a short break before we do get underway for Game 2. If you haven't already, do put in some bets on which team you think will win. I believe the contest is open on Twitch, so get on over and do that. We will be back in just a short bit for the start of Game 2 between Lakeside Gaming and Grim Legion eSports. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for game 2 of the day between Lakeside Gaming and Grim Legion eSports. As usual, if you haven't done so already, do hit ABL up with a follow and or a subscription over on Twitch. All the proceeds go towards making the production even better for you guys, so you get to enjoy the content a bit more. Swift, we've got an Olaf, we've got a Rek'Sai, we've got an early game Ashe. What are we expecting to see in these first 10 minutes or so?
Let's say in the first 10 minutes, you're definitely going to look for these level 2 and level 3 ganks coming out from the Rek'Sai. Riggs is definitely going to be looking for these sort of unique pathways, or at least unique gank paths that you can pick up. And I'd say if you want to go for a gank, I'd say focus on either top lane or the bot lane right now. Because if you can get Frodo ahead on this Ashe and just set back this Jinx, it's just going to give you that much more of a window the later the game goes to work with. Speaking of which, warding getting thrown out, spotting out the enemy jungle from the side. It's definitely going to be beneficial because more than likely, I'd say Riggs, if he wants to get that level 3 early, is going to do the sort of standard going for red into Krugs and a Raptors clear that a lot of junglers have been going for at this point. Speaking of which, Ximo on this Olaf, he's going for a leashless clear.
This might be a bit of a risky one.
Heal comes out early, and the Ignite comes out early as well, and the Overlord gives up First Blood.
First Blood going over to the side, as I've gone out of sync, unfortunately, so you might have to take this for a second, Swift.
All fine, but as we just saw, First Blood going over to Frodo. But yeah, First Blood going out to Frodo. He picks up 2 kills. There you go. He's back. 2 kills picked up for Frodo. He picked up the kill onto Overlord and begged for mercy. A bit over ambitious on the Braum Jinx play coming out here. Not anticipating the fact that Boom Hunter F did in fact take Guardian alongside Beg for Mercy. And just the W coming out from Morgana. That extra damage coming out from the Ashe as well. You have... Wait, how much gold? I just need to see.
A lot of gold.
This man is sitting on 900 gold. He's just sitting on 900 gold in the bank. Nothing to see here.
And he backs, and he doesn't pick himself up a pickaxe. He goes for the Vampiric Scepter. It's quite, I actually quite enjoy watching this because I have a pre-made Ashe friend who always goes for crit Ashe build. But every time I see Ashe getting played, usually it's always that Blade of the Ruin King, so the Vampiric Scepter comes through. But this is all according to plan for Lakeside Gaming, or even better than what the plan had in store, because 2-0 Ashe gonna have a lot of fun in this laning phase. And, well, I think Lakeside Gaming know where they want to play around.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have the advantage of the bot lane. Might as well keep it going, I would say. Because right now, Frodo is sitting on quite a bit of like sustain and just raw damage over this Jinx right now.
Simo in the top lane has sneaked in, and just in case Frodo Biggets didn't have enough gold, they're going to give him the Scuttle Crab as well, just for some extra vision on top of the gold as well.
Yeah, Overlord picking up the Scuttle, making sure that Riggs is just not able to obtain it. Give Jinx some sort of gold coming into this matchup as well. And
Hurricane might be getting caught out. The Prey Seeker comes through the hop forward, and Drutigan picks up the kill. 3 kills to 0 for Lakeside Gaming.
Yeah, the differences are showing right now, at least in the early game, man. Ghost picked up from Zoe, though.
So well played by Young Rose, outplaying Insane Fully really well. Barely takes any damage. As in the bot lane, the Winter Spy is going to land onto Boom Hunter. And there is an Olaf nearby who will be looking to pick up the Krugs. I doubt that he's going to go for a turret dive this early in the game.
Yeah, especially with Morgana, it's definitely going to be harder to run them down. They don't have any sums, at least Frodo does not. But even then, it would be a really risky play, at least at this point in the game. And with that Bam Scepter, you never know at this point.
Sorry, did you think you did some damage to that Ashe? No.
No.
Never happened.
She kind of had Vamp Scepter and Guardian, you know, just regular things. Meanwhile, Void getting clearing out some wards in the Tribus. There's still quite a bit of vision, so. Ooh, never mind.
Oh, Young Rose taking a lot of damage. Sleepy Trouble Bubble will find its mark. And here comes the Rek'Sai. Panstar will be able to find the damage. Insane fully gets taken down. 4 kills to 0. And this is looking great for Lakeside Gaming, who now have almost a 3k gold advantage. Look at that CS difference in the mid lane.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do against this, like as a ranged matchup. And now that you're behind, speaking of which,
the wallop in, look at the damage onto the Victor. The gravity field will come out. It'll find the CC. Is it enough? Another boulder toss comes through. Flash forward. And the W finds the kill. Drutigan 2-0 as Young Rose finds the kill onto the Olaf. We missed that happening, but Simo getting too aggressive in the mid lane and gets punished for it.
it's the amount of kills coming in, back and forth and back and forth. You just see the side of Lakeside just too dominant right now. So much gold just going in back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Drake is getting picked up for Driggs. However, it looks like
off. They saw that it was relatively low. He comes back in. Ooh.
Then gets CC'd. Can he just dash back out? No, he gets hit by the supreme display of talent and insanely finds the kill. I'm not quite sure why Driggs just couldn't tunnel back out. He had 2 tunnels set up.
It's just he had I believe it's just, I think it might have been the CD. He just recently tunneled back through. I guess he didn't want to waste flash, or at least go for the flash to get out of there safely, because he does indeed have it. But at this point, I think that 1 kill going over to Insanefully, at least in his mind, is not really going to affect the game all that much.
Well, hopefully that's right. Young Rose might have a different opinion on that one. But we'll have to see that Simo playing a little bit aggressive in the jungle. And with Insanefully's ult down, this might be bad. Here comes the Void Rush. Is it enough? The flash forward from both. Insanefully's going to get taken down in the mid lane. Simo finds a kill onto Driggs. Young Rose now looking to rotate. Can he do anything? Paddlestar will come in. Not going to be able to land onto Simo. Sleepy Trouble Bubble is available. He sidesteps the Winter's Bite. Sleepy Trouble Bubble finds the Brawl. He finds the damage. Is it enough? Flash over the wall. Boom Hunter finds the kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, the ultimate is not enough. Drute again finds another kill. Simo, nowhere to go. Boom Hunter with the final auto attack as Young Rose picks up the kill with the Ignite.
And just as quickly, Young Rose said, yeah, that 1 kill over to Insanefully was signed. Comes back right into lane and solo kills them. Could not ask for anything else there. And as the fight was dragging on, I mean, you see the damage coming out, like being able to kill off the Rek'Sai. You think that was going to be enough as the fight progressed, but it's just not enough to walk back in.
That was a very lucky E, and the Super Mega Death Rocket gets tanked by Frodo to keep Boom Hunter alive. He's playing very aggressively, just trying to find as much poke as he can. Sidestep away from the zap. 10 kills to 2, 8 minutes in. It's starting to look like it might be a little bit of a whitewash. Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes through. Do they have enough to collapse? Soul Shackles in. They find the CZ. No, they don't, because it's a very good stand behind me from Beg for Mercy.
Oh, the damage coming out from Darudigan right now. Just bullying Harry Cow right now.
However, Simo turns up in the top lane, but will back off. Driggs is on his way up and will be looking to potentially steal some of those Krugs. Driggs has vision, in he goes. He finds the CC, finds a knockup. Oh no, the Ragnarok is actually going to kill him a little bit. While it stops the CC, he will take more damage now. 3 members in the top lane. If Sleepy Trouble Bubble finds his mark, this is a very dead Victor. The Gravity Storm field will come through. The ult forward and the more Sparkles passive will seal the deal. Young Rose 4-0. Drutigan 4-0. This is absolutely disgusting right now for Lakeside Gaming.
Yeah, the game is in the palm of their hands at this point. There is really not much Harry Cow can do as of right now. Ooh, nice cancel back coming out.
Brumant is playing very aggressive. He doesn't have the support of Frodo. And however Frodo turns up, the dash away from a Beg for Mercy. Brumant is having a lot of faith in his ADC right now.
Yeah, and he's playing aggressive. At least in this sense, you do have Morgana, you do have the Black Shield. You're not going to get stunned and at least secure it off for a kill. You have the opportunity to back out, and I think he's using that to his fullest advantage.
Kiana's rotating down.
Ash does have ulti coming up. Ooh. They do spot Kiana out.
First turret over to Lakeside Gaming, and Driggs is ready for a counter gank if he is needed. The flash forward from Young Rose, and there's the damage!
Oh.
What was that? I'm not gonna lie, I saw it and I thought that was a supreme display of talent for a second, but Droot again showing how to actually use an ultimate, unlike what we saw in the previous game. Oh, the black dark binding will find its mark. Look at the Rangers focus. You can dash away, but you will die. The glacial fissure did not come out in time. Frodo Baguette turns to Overlord, and he will find a double kill. Yet another member who is 4-0 from the side of Lakeside Gaming as, oh no, Young Rose, can he outplay this? I highly doubt it. Here comes the hyper forward. It's the shutdown, and Olaf will keep running down. However, Simo almost gets taken down. Praise not going to be able to find his mark. The tunnel forward. Drake finds the kill. Can he now take down Insanefully, who goes invisible? Supreme Display of Talent will find the CC. Here comes the damage, but it's not quite enough as Harry Cow picks up the kill.
3 for 1, Ximo definitely going to be using those kills to the fullest, but that is 2 towers down and a bunch of gold going over to both Darude again and Young Rose as the game progresses. They have gotten so much of a lead as this game's gone on. 16-5 the kill lead, and the gold lead is about like, what, 7.5k? If I can math correctly.
7.5k is about correct. Would be almost 10k if they didn't give away those 2 kills there. We do have an Infernal Drake, and I'm sure Lakeside Gaming will be very, very eager to pick this up, and they should have priority. Oh my god, look at the damage onto Insanefully there.
Yeah, Young Rose is definitely packing a punch right now, and Darude again, I think he's going to run this poor man down.
Harry Cow will get Chaser down. Harry Cow took the Kleptomancy instead of the Phase Rush. Glacial Fissure comes through, and the Drake will be secured by Grim Legion. The flash away from Olaf. Young Rose finds a kill with the Empowered Auto Attack. Oh no, Enchanted Crystal Arrow absolutely spot on with the snipe, and Young Rose picks up the double kill. Lakeside Gaming got to turn to this mid lane to pick up another outer turret. They don't get the Infernal Drake, which isn't great in terms of the scaling aspect, but they'll be fairly content with picking up 2 kills.
Yeah, 2 kills is going to be more than enough, and I'm pretty sure this
Oh my god, here comes the damage! Droot again says thank you for the kill. Young Rose is insane on this Zoe.
Top it off with that Zonius too, not even dying to the execute, and another Sleepy Trouble Bubble lands.
Oh my god! I feel bad for that Braum. Braum thought he was tanky. Well, I hate to break it to you, but not against the Zoe.
But yeah, Zoe is indeed a champion. That when you have 7 kills and 5 assists on a champion such as Zoe, there's no meaning for the term tankiness in the dictionary. It is just evaporated.
A couple of days ago, I was watching G2 play against Hong Kong Attitude, and I was like, oh, 12 minutes in, look at this. Caps, he's got a Luden's Echo and a Syndra. I think Young Rose got his Luden's Echo at about 11 minutes. He's got an Oblivion Orb and Sorcery Shoes right now. And we're only 14 minutes in.
It's building now Morello, getting that early pen, using it to the fullest extent as the game progresses. And if they keep up what they're doing, I don't think that the game's going to progress that much longer. I mean, they have over 20 kills in less than 15 minutes. Well, 20 kills in less than 15 minutes.
They've still got Rift Herald available.
Yeah. It's
Young Rose.
Definitely up. They could definitely throw it down mid and crack this tower open for free. And that's going to be their last outer turret available just to take.
The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is available as well to find that snipe, to find that engage. As Futigan Might get hit by an undertow as...
Oh, so
I'm not
the
sure if Sleepy Drop Bubble
land.
landed.
Doesn't end up going for it.
Oh no, they find the Dark Binding, and that's going to be the Glacial Fissure coming out. Is not going to be able to find any knockups. The edge of Big Star will find some damage. Oh, Simo might be getting caught out. Oh, the entire Crystal Arrow doesn't find the CZ. Neither does the Nara Ultima, but it doesn't matter because there is so much damage from Lakeside Gaming.
Yeah, it's just like they throw the wall of CC over at this Olaf. Sadly,
And Lakeside Gaming say...
say...
And Lakeside Gaming say, we will go bot side. They pick up the inner turret. They might be picking up the inhibitor turret as well. Look at the damage. The flash away will keep Victor alive. No, it won't. Young Rose finds the kill. What on earth was that? The focus coming through the jump forward, as that's going to be begged for mercy, getting taken down. Frodo Baguette will barely take any damage. Look at the kiting. That is absolutely incredible. The inhibitor has fallen. Shelly still charges. The Nexus turrets are falling. We're only 16 minutes into this game. Super Mega Death Rocket will take Boom Hunter down to 50% HP. But Lakeside Gaming will back off for now. They will not overstay their welcome like they did last time in the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're in just such a commanding lead, over 14k in gold. And just as far as the team lead, like right now, 5-0 for Ashe, she's going to be over 2 items. Would not be surprised if Young Rose had 2 items and then some as this game progresses. Everyone's at pretty much 2 items before the 20-minute mark, and that alone is ridiculous.
So, right. Lakeside Gaming, 16.5 minutes in. A 13k goal lead, 19 kills up. What do? Do they end? Do they wait for Baron? Do they take this Infernal and then end? What's the plan? Okay, Boom Hunter playing very aggressively. Supreme Display of Talent won't be able to find the Z. Oh, wow. Now Boom Hunter playing aggressive. The Flash Soul Shackles in. Drutigan coming in from behind. This is so clean. Lakeside Gaming find everything they ever wanted. It's 3 kills for nothing. Lakeside Gaming will turn their attentions to the mid lane. They could probably just run it down bot, but they're going to play this nice and slow. No, they're not. They're turning. They're going to keep on pushing. The flash over the wall from Young Rose. Here comes the end. The fastest ever ABL's World Game. Potentially, we might need a stats check for this one. We're not even 18 minutes in. The final Nexus turret has fallen. All members are up. The Dark Binding will find his mark. Young Rose is dominating. He takes down Beg for Mercy. But the Nexus will fall. 17 minutes and 55 seconds. And it will be GG, well played.
Now, typically, what at least I can say this was as exciting as the first game, but for a completely different reason.
Yeah.
The amount of just the difference just.
God.
Lakeside was on a completely different level in terms of this early game. They got leads in every single lane. The jungle matchup was same thing. You had Rek'Sai who was able to get off more successful ganks. No one really was able to get a gank. Even the 4-man down in the bot lane that they were trying to look for did not happen. Too many wards, too much preparation. I think Lakeside just were in full control of this game from start till finish, even though that only lasted nearly 17 minutes.
Oh, wow. That was... So, apparently, we have time for an interview. So, MVP.
MVP. Let's see. Who do we want to give the MVP to? I think it's going to have to be Young Rose. That Zoe just... Having that as a champ just put so much pressure on the map. Not to say that Frodo and Boom Hunter didn't have a successful bot lane. I will say that they did kind of have those first 2 games sent to them. I mean, the first 2 kills given to them. And same thing with sort of Drutigan. He did have that gank up in the top lane. He snowballed that lead effectively. But Young Rose, I'd say, took his lane, won it himself, and pretty much snowballed the rest of the game by himself.
Well, hopefully we can get Young Rose in, and that sounds like the noise of someone joining our Discord lobby.
Hello?
How you doing, Young Rose?
Yep.
So, okay, like, to start us off, because that was just nutty from the beginning. How was that game for you guys?
Hello?
Hello?
My mic.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. At the beginning of that game when our bot lane kind of double kill, I don't know. Every lane kind of just won, and then I mean we got Herald, we got the dragon, and I don't know when we put that Herald down bot lane, it was we were honestly we were looking to end at 15 minutes, but with that first play, but oh man, that felt good.
So, okay, now, it'd be a bit boring if, we just praised you. So, I'm going to go that top lane where you stayed for a bit too long. Come on.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
That was your 15-minute win right there.
Oh, yeah. I told our top laner that I had stopwatch and that yeah, it's fine, we can do that, and then I just didn't stopwatch, so
I know the feel, man. At least
Yeah.
half the time I play with like stopwatch ADCs or something like Xayah, I'm just like, dude, don't worry, this guy's playing Malphite, I can ulti, and then it's like, wait, I didn't ulti. Like, wait, it's like that's not how it's supposed to go. But
yeah, my top laner was flaming me a little bit for that one, but hey, it's all good. We got the win.
I mean, I don't know what to ask because it was just so clean and just so dominating. Is this what we can expect to see for the rest of Worlds?
Honestly, yeah, I'm feeling pretty
Ooh.
confident about that win. So I'm excited.
Right,
Yeah,
Swift, do you have any questions?
as far as I'm aware, I don't think I do. What, like, again, the last thing I just want to say, what are you guys thinking? Like, what was the mindset like after those 2 kills? Like, you said, like, okay, those 2 kills happened, and then like every lane just won. But like, I was sitting there like, wait, Jinx Braum is going to 2v2 Ashe Morg, and like Morg started W. They're just standing on the pool the whole time. It's like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with our team, how it works, like if we get ahead early, like our early game is probably our strongest point in our game. So I mean, if we're allowed to play the early game like we want to, I mean that's what you can expect most games to be like. So I'm pretty excited.
Any shout-outs?
My boy jungler, J-Riggs, because he gave me the blue buff that game when I asked. So.
hey. He just said, man, I don't even need it.
Normally he doesn't, so that's, and he didn't take my cannon minion, so shout out to J-Riggs.
The price was just giving your laner a kill before the game to start a snowball. He's like, all right, you can have the blue, but like, I'm just toss this over to your Kiana. No big.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna die at Drake Pit even with my flash up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and well, I'd say best of luck, but it looks like you guys don't really need it.
hey, we'll try, man. We'll try.
All right. Cheers for joining us again. All right then. That was game 2, and the official timing, according to my league client, is 18 minutes and 12 seconds for that game. So, well, we'll have to see whether any team can top that. But a very strong showing from Lakeside Gaming. We're going to be heading into a short break, and we'll be right back with the third and final game of the day between Ashentia Sentinels and Convictions. And Swift, I believe you're leaving us, so
Yes, indeed.
a fond farewell for now.
For now, I shall be back another day, another time. But hopefully I do get to cast games as exciting as these last 2 were. So best of luck to you in the last games of the night.
Right. We love you, Swift, and we'll be back in just a short bit. Don't go anywhere, guys.